folks, this is Tim. I'm at the Dunedin Historical Cemetery, where its history comes alive day, where the dead rise from their graves and walk among us and tell us their life stories, who they were, what they did, and what the significance was to the community of Dunedin.
Home, take it off, and I put my policeman's uniform back on. My marriage, unfortunately, does not endure, and it's in 1926 that I get a divorce. I have no children, and I never remarry, and I stay a cop, and I retire as a deputy sheriff, and after 20 years, both pre-war and post. Everyone at that time wore riding breeches. Yes, sir.
Teresa, is that how you
After opening that garage, we decided to delve into a third business endeavor, which was a tractor company in downtown Tampa. But our true passion was antique cars. So for the next 20 years, my brother and I traveled around Pinellas County, Clearwater, Oldsmar, Dunedin, going to antique car shows. We would show people our antique cars, and we would see theirs. Through those years, we collected this amazing antique car emblem collection, and you guys are more than welcome to come up and look at some of these.
Oldsmobile started here.
Right, Oldsmobile, that became Oldsmobile.
This
REO became Oldsmobile.
REO became.
That's his initials.
Right. Yes, ma'am. R.E. Olds. Hailing from Michigan.
And why'd they name it Oldsmobile?
Because his last name was Olds.
Old.
So they just went from the Olds part.
Yeah, right.
So if you were born in 1898, then
Yes,
you
sir.
remember when they referred to them as the horseless carriages.
I do. I do.
And people were more fascinated with them, even though the horse could outrun it in a race.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You're correct.
So you and your brother started collecting the cars and working on them. And
We did.
Yeah.
That we did.
We had a party line.
It's Christmas. So it's 2018. 100 years? Well, we're looking good. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the answer to everything. And I died in 67. It was 50 years ago that I died?
Yeah.
Lyndon Johnson is not still president?
No.
What's happened in the last 50 years?
Oh, you don't want to know.
On downhill.
Everybody says that.
It's an interesting crypt.
I'm not going to stay up.
Went to 3 different colleges. I went to Murray Zimmerman. I was born on September 26, 1904. My parents, both from Georgia, were George and Annie Morris. I had 2 brothers and 2 half-brothers. My 2 brothers were George and James. My 2 half-brothers were Michael J. Morris and Michael J. Morris II. An ancestor of mine from my mother's side was James Curry, who was a private in Georgia's militia. He had fought in the Revolutionary War.
I'm slow, Tim.
There's a grave of a young man, Zachary Lee Shannon, specialist, United States Army. Died in 2013. He was only 21 years old. Awarded the Bronze Star Aviation. Here from Dunedin. Obviously, Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. His family has left this memorial for him. Incredible act of valor All of us growing up knew guys like him. Guys that we couldn't take on our best day if it was his worst. And he went and served his country, paid the ultimate price, so we can walk around on a Saturday afternoon and enjoy ourselves and do things like this. It's incredible. Life cut short, his whole life in front of him. Man, I don't even know what else to say about that. Ultimate act of courage.
Identification card using my photograph, put the information off of the original ID tags.
So you're Sergeant Woolery, or at least today.
Yeah, Donald Worley. That's right.
Worley, yeah.
He was actually at the time of the ID tags. He was a private in the Coast Artillery, which was prior to World War I was the largest component of the United States military. And so, as the onset of the war, we less were concerned about coastal defense of the United States ports and more needing troops to go over to Europe for the conflict. And so he went over as a field artilleryman during World War I, and then after the war became an officer in the United States Army.
And these are authentic guns, actual guns?
Yeah, pretty much everything other than my trousers and boots, everything on the display is from either 1917 or 1918, which were the 2 years of U.S. participation in during the First World War.
This ammunition. Is that 30-06 ammunition?
Yeah, now they're fluted because that designates it as a display round or a dummy round.
Okay.
You know, that's actually a U.S. military, like 1943 dated display round, training round. So you could cycle this to practice or whatever.
Right.
But basically, yeah, this was the 5-round disposable stripper clips or chargers, and you would load them into the
Springfield rifle?
Yeah, this was the Springfield, and this would hold 5 rounds, and you would load it. You would load it through the top like that. This is your Enfield. Is the same. You would use the same stripper clips. It would load 5 rounds, but you could top off 1 additional round in the Enfield, the American Enfield, which is called the model of 1917.
The American Enfield. Did it also fire 303 or did it fire 30-06?
30-06.
It fired 30-06?
Yeah. Basically, what it was, of course, the 1903 Springfield we started making in 1903. 1906, we switched to the 30-06, which is what that means. It's 30 caliber 1906. And so we switched to the Spitzer point bullet, and that said already they want to do Vietnam next year. So, and I can set up a good Vietnam display.
I like that.